just about high-speed rail. You know, the name of our group is the Northeast Indiana Passenger Rail Association. Our attitude and our goal is passenger rail in almost any form for Northeast Indiana. High-speed rail, fine. That's happening in Europe, Japan, Brazil, Europe, Japan, Argentina, China, and we should eventually be able to do it here. But right now, passenger rail, so that you can go to Chicago, you can go to Cleveland, go to other similar points without driving your car and sitting in a traffic jam somewhere. Also, I might mention that we mentioned the state and federal, legislators and the governor. Strong encouragement, I think, for federal legislators to continue to support the development of passenger rail is important. And also interesting, we had 9 out of 9 city council members sign a letter to all of those other legislators and execs in December of '07. 9 out of 9 city council members signed a letter stating we feel that the same support of government needs to be directed to passenger rail as is directed to airline traffic and also highway travel. So we've got, I think, strong support right in this community. We need to generate more support in Indy for rail in Northeast Indiana. You're doing add-on here. Okay, I guess not, Fred. Appreciate everybody's being here, and I appreciate Jeff's making it here, despite the fact that he's under active treatment for a bad bug. Any questions anybody has, we'll try to answer them for you. You can direct them to a specific individual if you want, or we'll just tackle them.
Quick question. So, is the current infrastructure suitable for its right? Is that rail working, or do we have to start from scratch?
Good question. I'll take that. The current, from everything I understand, actually Jeff was part of a group, and I was somewhat too, 10 years ago, worked hard to get the, what I'll call the dotted line from Cleveland, Toledo, through Indiana to Chicago, moved from much further north down to Fort Wayne. And one of the big reasons, as we understand it, is because the right-of-way is there, it's available. And right now, you can look up here and see freight rail trains going by, but that right-of-way, a lot of that infrastructure is in place. It'd have to be upgraded. We need additional track, I'm sure. There's some technical things I don't have a specific answer for, but at least the right-of-way is available, and that's a foundation to build a rail through Fort Wayne. By the way, the Federal Rail Authority right now has that dotted line running from Chicago to Cleveland through Fort Wayne. We just want to make sure it stays there. Some people might think that almost by default, if rail heads out of Chicago to the east, like the Cleveland's going to have to run through Fort Wayne. Not automatically at all. There's a lot of pressure out there behind the scenes from people trying to make other things happen. We just want to make sure that this huge community, an area of what, 800,000, 1 million people in total, has a point they can go to get on a train.
I would just add that, I mean, the answer to the question is that there does have to be some infrastructure improvements made. The tracks that now serve this area have been used or unused passenger rail for almost 20 years. Many of them have been used by freight, and they have to be upgraded for a passenger train to travel the speed of Amtrak now. It used to be, what, 79 miles per hour. I'm told that, again, part of the stimulus package, part of the interest in Washington is for more funding to upgrade tracks around the nation, so Amtrak might travel up to 100 miles per hour. Well, those of you who've been around and remember us old timers with the high-speed rail initiative, that was 110, 125 miles per hour when we were talking about that a decade or so ago in building all new infrastructure. So we think that the infrastructure that we have could be upgraded to make an train that would go 80 miles an hour.